All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I hear you.
All right. Live from Zoom York, it's Tuesday night. I stole that from Steven a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
Thanks for the joke, man. You're a great writer. You should help me out with my jokes more.
I charge you kneecaps.
Charging kneecaps?
Wow.
I could probably bust a few for you.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right.
Are we ready?
For sure.
Okay. Well, looks like, we've already got one viewer on YouTube. How exciting. Anyway, tonight we're playing another round of D&D, where we are attempting to help the little kids. We're in support of the Children's Miracle Network as part of Extra Life through Virgil. Virgil, let's have a round of applause for you, buddy. And tonight we resume in our campaign of the Wilds. We are on our 9th session. So here we go. Last time, the party began their first day in the city of Ontac with an excellent breakfast that consisted of an introduction to a charismatic winemaker, delectable food, and family drama. Felix was given a bottle of very rare wine, which he then traded for permanent hospitality at the Violet Cookie Inn. The party, while seeking out information from the College of Arcane Knowledge, discovered a darker side to the owner of the Violet Cookie, the brothel at which they were staying. It would appear that she is keeping her stepsons, the O'Leary brothers, in a state of indentured servitude, and that she reigns with a heavy hand. While at the college, the party freed Bartimaeus from his captivity by destroying the Ring of Moander, which turns out to be one of 10, 6 of which have now been destroyed. The locations of 3 of the 4 rings remaining are, in fact, known as told to you by Alostra Silverhand. So, the party is currently traveling with Riley O'Leary, the oldest son of Elsie Tambor, owner of the Violet Cookie. As part of a handshake agreement, the party must have Riley back to the pub by sundown. Alostra Silverhand from the College of Arcane Knowledge has agreed to meet the party for a drink and to investigate.
Am I there yet?
So, Lori, you are not there yet.
Okay.
I will message you privately to let you know when you're jumping in.
Sure. Then I will fade into the background, just making sure.
Okay, we're following this guy. We're following Riley.
He's just with you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
he's
going
just
back.
with us.
Yeah, he's just
Okay.
with you guys. You just destroyed that ring that Virgil had.
Right, and they gave us a bunch of info.
Yep. So you
I only
freed.
got 2 of the 3 cities, though. You named 3 cities? I only got 2 here.
Gotcha. The third one is Tartarus.
Oh.
Been there, done that.
Oh,
Ugh.
okay. I didn't hear that part.
Ooh, you missed
That's
that.
interesting.
This and I can tell you more that Alostra would know if you want to ask him, because he would.
I want to ask him about the paraform then.
You want to ask him about the paraform?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Did
right
I
now
really miss this? Was I like falling asleep at the end of the session? I feel like I was.
I may have forgotten to mention the third city. I like, because you guys were talking about things you wanted to do, so I may not have gotten to the third one.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the first one was in Zragos.
Right. Magic doesn't work there.
Yeah, where magic doesn't work. The second one in Azazted, a ghost city that's only available during the new moon.
Right.
And the third one is in Tartarus, believed to be in possession by a creature called the Shrike.
The Shrike.
Which, for all intents and purposes, is the living embodiment of pain.
Sounds fun.
Yes, no one has been known to live after challenging the Shrike to combat.
All right. So we're heading back to the inn now.
Is that what you're doing?
I think it was. I think we were headed back to the inn because we found out about the cake. We sorted out the ring. I think we were going back to the inn to spy on the lady. What was her name?
Elsie?
Elsie, yes. And I don't think we were doing anything else. I think we were going back for that in the evening.
Did you want to do any exploration of town while you have daylight?
I will leave that to the party.
No.
No from Nick. What about you, Steven?
Any libraries or bookstores in town?
Several. You also know that there is a library in the College of Arcane Knowledge where you are.
Yeah.
Anything in particular you're looking for?
I guess not at the moment, so I guess we'll just go back to town.
Okay. So you guys are traveling back to the inn.
Yeah.
All right.
We're doing some spying.
Well, when you get back, Elsie greets you very cheerfully. Well, lads, back earlier than I expected. It would appear our deal is good. And she's going to reach her hand out to you, Virgil.
Is that wizard guy nearby?
Which
'Cause
one?
he was the one that was supposed to watch when this happened.
Oh, Alastra?
Was that his name? I didn't write it down.
Yeah, Alastra Silverhand. He's not with you. He agreed to meet you a little bit later for a drink.
Yeah, but he was supposed to watch this, so I'm waiting for that guy.
Okay. She's going to say, well, don't just look at it. You want the deal to end, don't you?
Not yet.
Oh, so
Forgot. I have to.
you have more dealings with my boy then?
I do. We'll be back.
Understood. When you're done and when you're ready, let me know. Can I get you anything in the meantime? Beverages, food? Ladies?
Pass on the ladies. I'll have lunch though.
Wonderful. She snaps a finger and some food is brought out to you guys. It's really, really good. Y'all just waiting around until Alastra comes?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, it's pretty dead right now. Only a couple people, but it starts as the afternoon progresses, more and more people trickle in. Do you want to listen in for any conversations going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna be super good at that.
If y'all want to listen in on conversations, roll perception.
Ooh. All right. It's gonna be a big 5 for me. Big 5. It's not a little 5 though. It's a big one, Brett.
Big one, okay.
Yeah, it's
You
a
hear
really big 5.
You hear a really big rabble, 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 rabble.
Yeah, they probably took my gerb.
I think they did.
Oh.
Anyone else want to listen for anything?
Yeah, I rolled a 22.
Damn, Nick.
Fucking druids.
I actually rolled a 22 as well.
Damn,
Okay.
Xavier.
Wizards.
The
Smart
two of you
people think they're
hear
smarter
some
than
general conversation, some everyday stuff, but you do pick out one little interesting bit. And you do hear someone say at some point, I know, another disappearance.
Okay.
You want to keep listening for that conversation?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Roll another perception.
Ooh. 13.
What about you, Steven?
18.
18. So, Nick, you kind of lose it. But Steven, you keep it. You still hear it. Let's see here. Okay. You hear more. You hear, I know. At first it was just the farmer's boy, then that girl from the orphanage. And now they find poor Broderick Luck dead and missing, and another child is missing. It used to be such a quaint city. Did they ever say how Broderick died? Aye, 2 puncture wounds to the neck, drained of all his blood, so clean as if it were never there. And that's all you pick up from it. Which is quite a lot, actually.
Gotta listen more about those jobs that they took and the rabble.
Yeah, you got more rabble, took their derbs.
Excellent. I'm gonna run with that.
All right.
I kind of do a face palm motion. I'm like, fucking vampires.
Do you say fucking vampires?
I do say fucking vampires.
How loudly do you say it?
Loud enough that I assume people at the table are going to hear me.
At your table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vampires.
Yeah, so apparently there's been some disappearances. Bite marks, blood drained.
Mhm.
Sounds
Where?
a lot of vampires to me.
We need to find them.
Could just be a big spider. How do you know it's a vampire?
We'll just say educated guess.
Okay.
Well, let's find out. And if it is vampires, let's kill them.
As you're discussing and enjoying such amazing food, you do hear a loud noise come from the front door as it slams open, and a man in very regal robes walks through. It is a Lasra. Drinks on me for everyone in the house. He laughs, seems very jovial, and he walks toward you guys at your table. Friends, good to see all of you. Let us, however, seat ourselves elsewhere, perhaps in a booth like that one over there. It's been a while since we've had the chance to catch up. And he walks over to a booth in the corner of the room, motioning for you all to join him.
Follow him.
Man, how's he gonna spy if he's ordering drinks for everybody? All right, I follow him.
Okay, you guys are following him to the table he goes to?
Yeah.
All right. As you all sit down, he keeps a big smile on his face. He says, do not mistake my smile for comfort. We're all in extraordinary danger, not immediate, mind you, but we could use some of Lebo's protection magic right about now. He pulls a match out of his pocket and snaps it in half before lighting it and holding it up to his pipe. He should be on his way.
Who?
Lebo. Oh, Xavier, you would recognize the name Lebo. He was the one in the front desk of the College of Arcane Knowledge.
Okay.
Very hippy-dippy fellow, but apparently knows a lot about protection magic.
Okay.
That's right. I remember that guy.
Yeah.
He was a cool guy.
Yes, I'm. He Alostra gets a little more quiet. if you all would like to continue waiting in here, we can, but I would recommend going outside until Lebo arrives.
Why? What's the problem?
Well, let's just say I've only ever seen illusion magic on this level once.
I pass off the boy before we leave.
We can.
All right. I'll go return him. I'm going to find that Elsie.
She's wandering around. You can see her.
I'll wave her over.
Okay. She comes over. Yes, voice?
Deal. Our deal's done.
Oh, so you didn't need to go back out after all.
Turns out I didn't.
Well, alrighty then. She holds out her hand.
I shake her filthy hand. And I fantasize about cutting her head off.
All right. As you do so, you do feel energy transfer out of you and into her. And it's not any of your own. It's that same energy that you felt come into you when you shook hands the first time.
Weird. All right.
Quick. Oh. She was going to look over at Alastra. And what are you looking at? Oh, nothing. Just curious, what kind of deal did you all have? None of your business. Be on your way. Best be on your way. Right, well, I suppose I can head out for now. I think my friends might be joining me. Right, friends. You all know each other. And who are
That
you?
we do.
And who's he? He's not on our deal.
He won't be staying with us. Don't worry. He's a friend we met in town.
Right. Well, finish your meal. Be on your way if you have to go.
I have a feeling we'll be back.
Sure you will. She walks away.
All right, let's go outside and see what the hell is going on. Clearly, there's some kind of illusion here that we're not privy to.
I really want to cut her head off.
You'll get your chance.
I know, John. I know. It'll be okay.
I also want to cut the vampires' heads off. I want to cut a lot of heads off. And we only have so many hours in the day.
So, as you all go outside, Alastra kind of looks at all of you and says, "This place is fake."
Is the food fake?
All of it.
The chlamydia he got fake? I pointed at Xavier.
Oh,
Certainly hope so.
probably not. So that magic she transferred between you, that wasn't like, well, it wasn't a common form of magic, actually. She transferred a bit of her own essence into you. It's a good thing you got rid of it. If you didn't, she would have a very good hold over you.
Did you feel violated?
Not this time, no. So how... That must be how she has control over the boys, right?
Potentially.
So,
I'd have to do some inspecting on them, personally, now that I know what it is.
what is she then?
I'll be
Or
honest,
it.
I don't know. I don't really know, but I can tell you this much. This place is not exactly real. It's here, but it's not in the sense that we see it. This is very, very powerful magic, and if we try to undo it, well, we're in for a very good fight. Although I still have no idea what kind of fight.
All right, well, let's figure that out. In the meantime, we can kill some vampires.
Okay. Well, where do you suggest we begin? I have some time tonight.
You're wearing a Dracula shirt too. It's obviously vampires. Fuck.
This is actually completely by chance, honestly.
Likely story.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Classic Brett. Okay.
I'm calling bullshit.
What a douchebag.
So yeah, let's tell Alastor what we heard in the bar about these disappearances and the teeth marks, the bites.
And I have keen mind, so I can recite the conversation to him.
That you can.
Or my character can.
Yeah. Steven probably can't, but his character definitely can.
Lori, I sent you some messages on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, that's why I haven't gotten anything. I don't have my phone on me.
Ah,
If Brett sent them, they probably read something like, I'm a douche, I'm a douche, I'm a giant douche. In a Dracula shirt.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, I guess I am going to try and take my giant butt and be stealthy. It probably won't work. We'll
all right.
we'll see. 7. I am the master of stealth.
As you guys are leaving and walking away from the inn, you do hear someone shuffling, trying to follow you.
Can I roll perception?
You don't need to. You definitely
Oh.
hear that. And if you look back, you can see someone like very obviously trying to hide behind like a very thin bush.
I turn around to the noise.
Mm-hmm.
You. Who are you? What do you want?
Huh?
Me? Are you looking at me? No, you must be speaking to someone else. You are not speaking to me.
Look like you were the one following us.
I am not following you. I am smelling this bush.
Right.
Does the bush smell good?
Yes, it is very, we should cook with it sometime.
Roll deception.
I will gladly do this thing. I am good at this one.
Oof.
18.
I rolled a natural 1, so I believe her. Seems legit. Checks out.
It's good to cook with. You should try it sometime. It's very good. Very, very good. Yeah?
If anyone can beat an 18.
I got a natural 1. Does that beats an 18, right?
Every time, my friend.
Every time.
What does what does your character look like?
Natural 1 means you're number 1.
Right?
Nice. What race is your character?
Okay, so my character is roughly like 6'3", 6'2", wearing lots of furs, holding like everything from a giant like hammer to like some axes at her side. Looks like she's been out and about hunting. Obviously sticks out at like a sore thumb. Never seen anyone like her before. Grayish skin, very, very shaved, hair on the sides, basically to the skin, tattoos in the shaved areas, long blonde hair in a braid. Well, no, long auburn hair in a braid. I'm sorry. Grayish tone to the skin, tattoos on the chin, tattoos on the side of the head.
Nice.
So,
Well, you're pretty much same height as my character. I'm 6'2", human,
human.
100% human in appearance.
His name
Human.
is Man.
Human. That's how you pronounce human, right? Human.
Right? Right?
Close
Yeah, I
enough.
have raven hair, ice blue eyes, pale skin, super duper handsome, like 20 charisma handsome, pretty big buff guy, and dark heavy armor with a big ass great sword on my back.
Nice.
I have
nice.
actual artwork coming
Nice. Nice.
as at some point whenever
I-
my partner finishes it. No pressure. I love you.
I will hopefully at some point.
The
get to
no
custom
pressure. I love you
commissions
wasn't to
of-
any of you. That was
right?
my partner.
Right. I will hopefully.
I
eventually
assumed as
get
much.
to.
It might have been to Steven too.
You know.
I assumed as much.
He's never that sweet to me.
No, you're an object to me, Brett.
I know.
So yes,
Yeah.
no, just looks for edification. I have the far traveler background, so I stick
Gotcha.
out like a sore thumb.
Yes,
I look like I do not belong anywhere around here.
I look like I would shop at Hot Topic and listen to The Cure.
I
Yeah,
immediately.
but what is
don't
your
let-
character
Well,
look like, Virgil?
I immediately
Same.
don't.
Same. But I would also hang out at a gym at the same time. He's just very yeah. A paladin of the Raven Queen. What do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other characters can describe the other players can describe their own characters too, if they feel like it.
I'm a studious half-elf druid who's in it to learn about the world he lives in.
He looks like a melted bowl of pudding.
And that's what I look like, yeah.
It was delicious pudding, though.
It's delicious pudding. It's 15 charisma pudding.
I know I need to create a character that is a bowl of pudding with 15 charisma.
You know what? Don't judge. Don't judge.
My character is a nerd. Looks like a nerd.
My character probably stuffed his character in a locker at some point.
And yelled, "Nerd!" By the way, everybody watching, for those of you who are watching, we are playing D&D, and we're doing so to support a great cause, Children's Miracle Network, through Extra Life. So, in the description, you will find a link to support and to donate. Please do if you can. Back to it.
So, what's your name, traveler?
Well, in my tribes, my name cannot be spoken in your tongue. So, Astrid. You may call me Astrid.
So it can't be spoken in our tongue.
Correct.
What is it translated to? A profanity or something?
No.
Can't be said in polite language kind of thing?
No, your mouths won't make the sound.
Astrid, you know anything about these disappearances in town? Are you from town? Are you from
No.
around here?
Do I look like I'm from around?
I guess not. Have you heard anything about disappearances in town?
No. Why would I have heard anything about disappearances of any kind ever, especially not while drinking an ale and eavesdropping on conversations?
Roll deception.
Of course. Gladly. Natural 20.
I got a really strong 9.
I got an 18.
As far as you guys can tell, she's telling the truth about not knowing anything about disappearances, and she definitely hasn't heard anything from others while drinking in a pub.
She's also not following us and just wants to cook a meal with us.
Yeah, out of a bush that smells great.
Yeah. Well, everything seems to check out.
Yeah.
Maybe
A-okay.
I don't think right now is the best time to cook a meal. We're a little busy. Maybe
What are you
later,
doing
though.
then? If you are not cooking meal.
Well, we're trying to find some vampires so that we can cut their heads off.
Ideally.
Ideally.
I have sword. We do thing. Then we cook meal with delicious bush. In fact, you pudding man, you look like you cook because you pudding. Here, you take bush, and I will kind of shove it in to Felix's chest. You take bush, we cook it later. Right now, we
Are
go
you
kill
trying to
undead.
tear the bush out of the ground to do this?
Yes,
Then roll a strength check.
absolutely, I will do so. 17.
Okay, it takes a little effort, but you tear this bush out of the ground, and there's a big chunk of earth connected to it.
Even better. Still going in the pudding man's chest.
Great.
Which, are you going to try to hold it?
Yeah, I'll hold it for a second.
Roll a strength save.
6.
You are now prone. You take, let's see here. This big heavy bush just kind of knocks you to the ground, and you take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, pudding man, and I'm just gonna kind of move it to the side and help him up.
I think from now on, I'm going to have to label Nick as Pudding Man.
I'm gonna kind of chuckle. All right, I guess 1, 2, 3. One more.
I know
can't
you didn't do
hurt.
that on purpose, so I forgive you.
Thank you. I'm glad. I accept your forgiveness.
We'll look back on this and laugh one day, I bet.
I'm
But
already
right now
laughing.
it hurts. Can you get this off of me?
This today.
I mean, if it helps, I'm laughing right now.
Get this bush off of me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna push the bush off and help Felix stand up.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
laugh more.
All right, guys. Let's get back to business here.
All right, yeah.
I do take a clipping of the bush though and put it in my pouch.
It's
I smite the bush.
It's not like it's a regular common fauna, Nick.
Oh, it's not like a cool special thing. She's okay.
In fact, if you want to inspect it, yeah, I'll say, with your background, you can tell it's like this isn't something anyone would really want to eat. It wouldn't. Really
Oh fuck! All right, then I leave it behind for sure.
That's very rude. Astrid just gave you a gift.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to cook with it?
You guys can grab some.
You said undead there was to be killing. Where are we going to be killing the undead? Yes.
Oh, I don't know where they are.
Well then, how are we supposed to kill them if you don't know where they are?
Nerd.
Yes.
Nerd. Find the undead.
Nice to meet you, nerd. My name is Astrid, and I will stick out my big giant hand.
I carefully and somewhat fearfully extend my hand as well.
And it shook hard, but it's not like a super firm, like bad grip. It's just kind of shook a little bit. So.
Well, the conversation was happening back in the cavern, back in the tavern. So I guess that's
I
where we
don't
got to
think
start
they're in the
asking
tavern.
around. What was that, John?
I don't think they're in the tavern. We were just in there.
No, but that's where the conversation was about the disappearances. So if we want more information, that's where I assume we would ask around.
All
Unless
right.
you have a better idea.
From the
I don't.
conversation, you remember hearing a name of one of the victims. And the name of the victim was Broderick Locke.
Astrid, does the name Broderick Locke mean anything to you?
Dungeon Master, does the name Broderick Locke mean anything to me?
Not a thing.
No.
Alastra.
Yes.
Broderick Locke mean anything to you?
Well, not really, but we could always try to find out more about who he is, or rather was. We could perhaps go to the mortuary, or we could go to find out where his home is. See if we can find anything out that way.
All right.
Go to his house.
Let's go to his house. Kick down the door.
Or
Okay.
not. Or we could just not.
How do you guys want to find his house? This is a big city.
The phone book.
Makes sense. Actually, that's something that Alastra would know. He would say, so we could go to the mortuary and see if there's anything on his person there, or we can go to the governor's house and see the town registry.
Yeah, let's go to the mortuary and see if we get clues to his house.
You could also examine the wounds and see if it was, in fact, vampire bite.
Yeah. Everyone cool with that?
Let's go.
This sounds like a good plan to me.
So where are you going?
We
Mortuary.
choose mortuary.
Okay. The place you're going to is the Crystal Grove Mortuary. And the owner is one Jacob Lowry. As you get there, you see a number of different styles of coffins out front. It is a rather small wooden building. Doesn't seem to have any real decoration or anything like that. Very quaint. Yeah. As you go inside, though, you do see the floor is lined with velvet carpets. And there are a number of rooms which, just peeking in, they seem to be rooms that house various coffins that may or may not have bodies in them. Can I help you?
Yeah. We're looking for I forgot his name. Blake? What was it? Xavier?
Blake Shelton.
Adrian Locke.
Broderick Locke.
Broderick Locke. Close enough.
Broderick Locke. Friends? Family?
Investigators.
Investigators. Who hired you?
And friends.
Now roll deception.
10.
You rolled a 2, so yes. All right. Well, right this way. He'll lead you, and you will see the body of Broderick Locke. And I want you guys to roll a history check, except for you, Lori.
History.
Oh, wait a second. Xavier, you have keen mind.
Yes.
You would recognize this person. On the way into town, this was the person who left the blacksmith, saying he would be back the next day. With payment.
I am going to forego that history roll because I am neither proficient nor do I have a intel modifier.
Okay.
I got an 8 on that roll.
So I recognized this guy. He was leaving the blacksmith when we came into town. So he would come back the next day.
What's
I guess
that?
since he did.
Oh, you're letting them know.
Yeah.
I guess he made it back to town. How was he found? Where was he found?
He was found in the street.
In town?
Yes, not too far from here, actually. He was, well, he was near the why did I lose the word? He was near the orphanage. One of the children went missing, and his body was found just outside the front door.
Can we examine the body to try to identify like the killing wounds?
Well, those have already been identified, and he's going to point toward the puncture marks. Very clean, but it would appear his blood was drained from his body from these 2 punctures here.
So I was correct in presuming a vampire.
Very likely, yes, which is baffling. We've never had to deal with vampires here.
Have you had to deal with them elsewhere?
Well, no, I've only heard of them. I know they are one of the subjects of study at the college. Alastra will nod and say, they are one of the subjects of study at the college, although not a large one. But yes, like you said, we've never had vampire problems in the city before.
So you're saying you had vampire problems not in the city?
I'm sure they have existed elsewhere, yes, but we've never had those problems here.
Okay, we'll go with that. Mm-hmm. I
So
don't
you said
even
you
get
were-
like a bardic lore on this at all.
What's that?
I don't even get like a bardic lore on this at all using the bardic lore feature.
Remind what that does?
I mean, essentially it means that I can roll history and have a chance of knowing things.
You can roll for it.
Not my strong suit. Yep, that's a 4. Ignore me, as you were.
No, vampires are not from this place. So your friends, you say,
Oh, yeah.
How long have you known Broderick?
Since we've been in town.
And how long is that?
Long enough to be really good friends.
Roll deception at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
All right. So that's a 12. No, 13. That's a 13. And that's a 17.
Damn, these dice are. Okay, well, I have his personal effects over here if you'd like to take a gander. He hasn't had
Yes,
any
definitely.
family. He hasn't had any family come, so you're the first of anyone who's claimed him.
Does he have family in town?
Not that I know of. According to his lineage in the registry, he has parents on the other side of the continent.
Well, that's not terribly helpful at the moment.
No, it's not. So luckily, I guess he does have a few friends. But anyway, here, let me get his personal effects. When he comes back, there's not much here. Really, there's not much at all. You see a hastily scribbled note. You see a little coin purse that's filled with silver.
Can I read the note?
You can
Or is
look
it
at it.
scribbled?
It's very, very scribbled.
Like unreadable?
Really hard to read. Let's see. Advice. From other people who have DM'd, what would you say I would have them roll if they wanted to try to decipher bad handwriting?
Investigation.
Yeah. Okay. Roll your
Jinx.
investigation there.
Ah! Oh,
17.
17.
18.
18. Okay. As you're both kind of looking at this note, it is very terribly scribbled. It's hard to make out, but it does make mention. It almost looks like a list, and on it you see silver. You see you see water preceded by some other word that's just terribly scribbled. You see just a number of random things listed. And at the bottom you see another scribble that says see Theodore.
See Theodore. So my first impression is this is a list for a spell or a potion. And Theodore has got to be some kind of mage or teacher. Alastra, do you know a Theodore?
No, I do not.
Well, there goes my idea.
Out of character. Does it say like capital C period Theodore?
No, see, as in like, I need to go see this person.
Okay.
Sounds like we need to find this Theodore.
Would someone at the college know know this Theodore?
Perhaps. We have a registry of all of our students, past, present, and applying. We also have a list of those with magical capabilities in the town. But I would need a last name as well. Otherwise, just Theodore would only narrow it. It wouldn't give us a definitive answer. Unless there's only one Theodore and he's on that list.
I
Wait,
doubt we'd be that lucky.
people have more than one name?
Some of us
Don't
do.
you, Astrid?
No, this part of the world is very strange, yeah? Yeah,
Yeah. Very strange.
yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose we can head back to the college. Is that where you guys want to go?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Would be
back
my
to
Yeah.
Also, you did find a little book in his personal effects as well, a very small one on magically enchanted weapons.
Can I take that?
You can take it, yeah. If you want to look at it, it's basically a study on the effects of various magical enchantments on different types of creatures, beasts, etc.
I will hold on to it and perhaps read it at the next short rest.
Okay. And in the meantime, you guys are headed to the college?
Aye.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All right, as you get there, Alastra is going to take you all to the registry. You all see, as you're walking in, you see Lebo walking in as well. Oh, hey, guys, how's it going?
Wait, who is it?
Lebo Bigsby. He was the hippy dippy guy.
Oh, the hippy dippy dude. Oh, what's up, man?
Hey, guys. Yo, I got your broken stick message, but you weren't there when I got there.
Wait, what's a broken stick message?
remember
You know,
we had the twigs that could send messages.
Yeah, you break the twig, it lets me know you're in danger or something for me to come running, so I did, but you weren't there.
When did we break it?
Alastra
Yes.
did.
That was me. Yes, sorry, Lebo. I was expecting the possibility of a fight. Did you get a chance to look at the area? Yeah, man. It was something. Seems like a good time, but not something I need to be doing during the middle of the day, if you know what I mean. Yes, well, it wasn't all it seemed to be. We may need your help later in a protective way. Oh, I love protection magic. Anyway, what's up? Why you guys you back so soon? What's up?
We're here to check out the registry. We're looking for a Theodore.
Theodore. All right, man. Well, let's grab the book. He grabs a registry book and opens it up and hands it to you. And you guys want to look for Theodores.
Mhm.
All right. This is a pretty extensive book. How far back do you want to go?
As far as we have to.
To the T's.
To the T's. Well, it is separated by date. It's not alphabetical. And this book actually goes back 200 years.
Guess we got some time to kill.
Yep. As you're going through, you see a number of names. A lot of them appear to be just former students, and that's what they list them as. So in the student section, all the ones listed as students, you'll see like Theodore Sterngrip, Theodore Noble Runner, Theodore Swift Blood, Theodore Crag Spear. You do see two former professors, Theodore Frostkiller and Theodore Windsteel. One of them recently retired, one of them about 10 years ago. And then you see one more, it says Theodore Rose, and next to it, the word enchantment.
Theodore Rose.
Student of enchantment.
So this was a professor of enchantment?
Student of enchantment.
Student of enchantment. This is Theodore Rose. He is still a student here?
No, man. Looks like he graduated about 15 years ago.
15 years ago. Might have more luck with the retired wizard.
Well, except that this guy was a student of enchantment. We have a book here about enchanting weapons. I'm going with a hunch that there's a connection here.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm willing to follow this through. So I guess we try to find this guy now.
We don't keep records after they leave, so you're probably going to have to hope that he's still in town. If he is, it'll be in the town registry.
And that's in the governor's mansion?
Yeah, man. Alastor can take you there. He's pretty familiar with the area.
Alastra, do you mind?
Sure. I haven't seen this mayor in a while, so why not?
Everyone else, any ideas? I like where this is going.
I'm only good at hitting things, so
We'll get you something to hit. That's
I
what we're
feel that.
doing.
I respect that and feel that.
Can we could we borrow books from your library, or do they have to stay on campus?
Stay on campus, I'm afraid. But, you can look at anything you like.
We might have some researching to do into vampires. If you have any textbooks or history books that would tell us anything about vampires in the area, that could be helpful.
We actually have a full section on vampires.
Good call. Let's go check out some vampire stuff.
Well, it's actually over there.
It's what?
There's a library in this main entrance area, and there's a section that just is labeled vampires.
So I want to look up how to kill a vampire.
You can look it up and you'll see. I mean, it's basically I mean, it's your standard thing on killing vampires. You see, the books make mention of they have an aversion to light, or at least a sensitivity to sunlight. It mentions that holy water and stuff like that is really good at killing them. Silver is something that hurts them. You find a full list of weaknesses and strengths and such, as well as lore.
Anyone have silver weapons?
Nope.
Do you guys want to get some maybe before we go out here? Or-
How long would it take me to sit and read the small book on enchanted weapons that we got from the mortuary?
Maybe 20 minutes tops. It's very small.
I'm gonna take 20 minutes and read.
Okay.
Gotta give him a wedgie while he reads.
Okay.
Did I find anything specific that I didn't already know?
So basically, it's an older book, and it's actually the author is Alexander Rose, and you see that basically it's talking about all sorts of different ways to enchant various weapons, and you do see there is a small section on vampires, and there's a technique discussed in the booklet that's that's only available in this region of the continent, that's used to specifically ensnare vampires.
Alexander Rose?
Yep.
This is definitely the guy. We need to find Theodore Rose. Let's go to the governor's mansion.
So should we not stop and find a blacksmith and get our weapons silvered first? Yeah. I'm just repeating words that fall out of your mouth, friend.
Yeah,
Where y'all going?
I do think one of us needs to have a silverized weapon, yes.
So we find blacksmith, we pay blacksmith, blacksmith silver weapon.
You remember, Stephen, that Theodore Rose is a blacksmith.
Well, then why did you not list that amongst our assets when I asked for them?
What? Theodore Rose is a blacksmith as well? Oh my god, let's
You
go.
remember, you guys passed. You passed his blacksmith on the way into town.
Oh my god.
The Steel Rose.
Xavier, lead us to the Steel Rose.
To the Steel Rose we go.
So we don't need to go to the registry then.
I don't think so. I think we figured this one out without help.
All right. So you guys are going to the Steel Rose. It's a bit of a walk because it's about a mile outside of town. And it is a big city. But you make it there, and as you get there, the sun is starting to come down on the horizon. It's getting pretty late. But you do make it there, and you see a very large man working a forge.
Excuse
Theodore?
me, can you put silver on longsword, please?
You're going to see him just kind of set down. He's got a hammer, and he's got a long piece of metal in one hand that he rests on an anvil, and he kind of wipes some sweat and looks over. What is that?
Silver. On sword. You do. Me pay. Yes?
What kind of silver? You want like an inlay? Do you want it to be?
I want it so I can kill vampires.
You see his mouth kind of sit open for a minute. Well, hold on a minute. And he's going to set down his hammer. Come with me. And he's going to walk into the main shop.
Let's go.
Okay. As you follow him inside the shop, you can see it's clad with many, many different kinds of weapons. All really very well made. And you can see like there's one it almost looks like a prized weapon that's hanging on the wall, and it is a whip. But as you come in, he indicates some chairs in the corner by a fireplace, and you know, kind of indicates for y'all to have a seat while he sits in one. So, you want to kill vampires?
That's what they say we are doing. I just want to be ready to kill them.
Who's they?
Us.
All of these people behind me. I just meet them today. They not want to eat my bush, which is good. I don't want them to.
Right. And why do you need to kill vampires?
I don't know. Ask them.
They're
You're
vampires.
Theodore Rose. Correct?
Yes, I am. What of it?
Show him the note.
I
That's a
handed
good
him the note.
idea.
Take it and look at it. That is hardly legible. Must be Broderick's handwriting.
Yes. This was found on Broderick's body.
Body, you say?
Dead body.
I figured you meant dead when you said body.
Yeah.
And found. How did he die?
Puncture wounds to the neck, and it seemed like his blood were drained, as if it were a vampire.
He hands the note back. Well, that certainly does sound like a vampire.
You don't know what this note was for?
It's probably what he saw me about the other day.
This is what brought us here.
Yes, well, several days ago he came by and he wanted me to construct him a magical weapon. As fast as possible.
Have you made any progress?
Have what?
Have you made any progress?
Yes. I have made a magical whip capable of ensnaring vampires. Seems to be what he wanted most. And I'm currently working on a silver broadsword. But if he's dead, as you say, then I suppose I don't need to continue the work.
What if you were to continue the work and we'll take up the mantle of destroying these vampires for you?
You'd still have to pay for the weapons.
Well, what if we paid enough to finish the work, since you've already started? We could commission the rest of the project, since it's already been somewhat paid for, it looks like.
It has not been paid for. Obviously, I'm going to finish the sword, but it's going to remain a mantelpiece until someone buys it.
How much for the weapons?
How much you got?
Not enough patience.
10 gold for the whip.
How much for the whip?
10 gold.
I'll buy the whip.
It's yours. He walks over to the counter and reaches under and pulls out a very nice looking, looks like a bullwhip. Very well crafted, made out of leather, and it has a bit of a radiant glow to it.
I thank him and I hand him 10 gold pieces.
Wonderful. I guess it wasn't all for naught.
All right, how long will it take for this broadsword to be finished?
Another 2 days.
And the price?
That one's a little more than 10 gold.
10 as well?
No, I said a little more.
Oh, how much more?
Do you want it with or without enchantment?
With or without what?
Enchantment.
With.
Wow.
Are there any supplies you need to complete the project?
No, the enchantment will just take another day. So 3 days. The broadsword on its own is 50 gold. With the enchantment, it's going to be another 40.
Well, I have 31 gold, guys.
I spent all my gold.
That's not going to get us the sword or the enchantment.
No.
Hey, Brett, do I have like more than just my starting currency?
You're a far traveler? No. Unless you forewent equipment.
What are you talking about for went equipment?
Like if you decided not to take starting equipment, then you could get extra currency instead.
But that currency is meant to buy starting equipment, and I'm a above first level character, which is why I'm asking the question.
How much gold have you guys earned in the campaign so far?
We have. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not asking for a bunch here. I
know.
That was part of the backstory on the whole like hunting, trapping, trading furs across.
Gotcha. Let me see how much.
As a DM, as a level 4 character, it's completely realistic that she would have more than just the starting package.
Right.
I wouldn't give her like 1,000,000 gold.
No.
I would say realistically have her roll like
I'll tell you what, I'll have you roll a d10 per level.
Wow.
I will roll 3 d10 above first.
You can roll 4.
Okay. Well, then one more. So that was 23 so far.
But I think to answer your question, Brett, of how much we've earned as a group, you haven't really given us gold or treasure a whole lot.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot.
So I mean, we're honestly outside of the goggles of darkness, we're still pretty much running off our starting currency.
Yeah.
Which for most of us was wiped out on the travel equipment.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
you still have those horses. You could trade those if you wanted.
And then we're out of traveling equipment.
And then you're out of traveling equipment. Yes.
Yeah, that's a lose-lose scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't found any money all campaign, really.
Really hasn't been much to loot.
Yep.
What about the?
But Laura, you're right. You have been selling furs and things like that.
So I have 36 gold. That's all I have.
All right, you have 36 gold.
I still have 79 gold pieces.
Look at the little money bags. Let's mug it.
Damn.
I have this many gold.
I'll throw in 10. Wait, do we just want to get the sword for her? Someone's got to hold the sword. I can't use this broadsword anyway, so I won't be using it.
I mean, in full discrepancy, two of you are casters that are gonna be able to just go kaboom. One of us has a magic-esque weapon that also is a caster, can go kaboom. The only person that's a question is Astrid.
And Jesse.
So and Jesse, who's not here and has eaten cake.
Exactly.
And won't be taking part in the fight. So really the only person we need to worry about making sure they can do damage is Astrid, because none of us know what her character can do. We're going to my character would assume by her appearance that she's going to swing a weapon or throw a weapon or maybe cook us delicious bush food.
Yeah, I was gonna assume give it to Astrid as well,
Yeah.
but
That was my guess.
Yeah, but
Astrid, can you swing a broadsword?
If you mean longsword, yes.
Close enough.
All right, well, I'll throw in 10 gold if someone wants to help buy her this sword.
I don't. I didn't say yes. I don't know that I want to wait 2 days to get sword back that could
3
help us.
days.
That many.
3 days.
Well, that's
a
with the
long time.
enchantment. I don't know that we can afford the enchantment.
And I don't know that I want enchantment. I just wanted it dipped in silver so that I could.
Oh,
It's
you
fine.
just want your weapon dipped in silver?
Yeah, how much?
If
just
you
the
look in the
sil-
PHB, silvering a weapon costs 100 gold, and you dip it in the silver. It's not made out of the silver. So I do what you want, but that's the raw.
Do you want the whole thing dipped in, or do you want me just to do the edge?
Whatever will help me kill vampire better. I think we all agree. Yes,
Yes.
you heard, tall man.
Well, if
Isn't
you
that
want-
right, pudding man, nerd man? Yes, we agree. Okay.
Yes.
Pudding man, nerd man. I like it.
Well, if you want me to silver it, then I can do that, and that'll only take me 1 day.
I'd still rather not wait.
Right.
I'd rather not wait either. He's fine. I will find other way of hitting evil vampire
I-
things.
I think when we're fighting vampires, we need to ask a very important question. WWBD. What would Buffy do?
And I mean,
And
yes,
she
this
wouldn't
is true.
wait.
I thought it was what would Blade do?
Buffy's way better vampire slayer.
He's not wrong.
So, all right. I'm guessing then you don't want the longsword.
Sorry for wasting your time.
Oh no, you bought the whip. That's plenty fine for me. Well, I'm sorry to hear about Broderick, but is there anything else I can do for you? What brought you here anyway? How do you know Broderick?
We just met him today. We're trying to track down these vampires. They're abominations and they must be put down.
So he was killed by vampires.
Yes. He was, wasn't he?
That seems to be the case, yes.
That seems to be the case, yeah.
Well, do you have a lead on where to find them?
No. Could you help us with that?
We're working on a lead.
Afraid I don't know much in the way of finding vampires. My family has been out of the trade of killing them for nearly a century.
What can you tell us?
Well, my grandfather wrote a book. And mostly it covers enchantments on killing beasts. But vampires are included. Like I said, my family's been out of the game of killing vampires for about a century.
Why? Why'd you stop?
Because they killed them all. At least they thought they did.
Hmm.
Now we just pass down the trade of, well, crafting weapons. And we happen to be very good at crafting magical weapons. So,
False sense of security kind of thing.
if you say so.
Your grandfather's name was Alexander, I take it?
That it was.
What do you think of taking up the mantle of killing again and joining us in this hunt?
I'm a man of peace. I certainly don't like vampires, but I leave that awful business to others.
You make weapons. You can't be about peace. Your business is war.
No, my business is crafting weapons. What others choose to do with them, they choose to do.
Sounds pretty hypocritical to me.
Listen, I just took up the family trade.
Hypocrisy.
Sure. If you want to call it that, then fine.
I just did.
Yes, you did. He seems pretty unfazed.
Fine.
Fine.
Broderick,
Don't join us.
Broderick was apparently reading your grandfather's book.
Was he?
Killed.
He seemed very interested in magical weapons as of late. He wanted me to make those two items, the whip and the longsword. The whip because it was fast, the longsword because it would be more useful in the future. Doesn't look like he has much future anymore, though, unfortunately. I guess maybe he was onto something.
I think he was.
Well, if there's any other way I can help, let me know. The only other than magical items and fire and such, your best bet is maybe to get your hands on some holy water.
Should we go to church? I look at the group. Should we go to church?
I don't know what the church is, but okay.
It's where we'll find
The best.
this holy water.
How does water have holes in it? Is liquid. Can't poke holes in water.
She's not wrong, guys. Right? I say to the Theodore, like, we're going to get holy water. We go to the church, right?
Yes. There's the Church of Odros.
Why do you recommend that church?
Because it is the only church right now.
I can
Oh,
make holy water.
you
I
can
imagine
make
so.
Yeah.
holy
pretty sure I
water?
can.
I imagine so. They have priests.
No, John, John, say that one more time. You can make holy water?
I'm pretty sure I can, yeah.
What makes you think that?
I just have a feeling I can.
All right, well then let's skip the church.
What kind of sword is he going to stab into it to put holes in the water?
A little one
Oh, okay. Good to know.
with about 25 gold of powdered silver and a 1-hour ritual. That last part was out of character.
Can we go to a source of water and make some holy water for ourselves?
You got the materials, yeah.
Guess we need to buy some bottles.
He also recommended a church nearby.
Well, if Virgil can make holy water, I say we just go get some water and make
Okay.
it holy.
Out of character.
John, sorry, I called you Virgil. It's John.
It's okay. Out of character. Rules as written. I am able to create holy water over a 1-hour ritual, expending a spell slot for 25 gold worth of powdered silver. Wait,
Oh, well, fuck. We
Didn't
should
Broderick
probably
have
go to
silver
the
among-
church then.
Didn't Broderick have silver among his personal effects?
powdered silver.
Yeah, he had 10 silver coins.
Okay.
Yeah, 25 gold worth of powdered silver.
That's a lot of powdered silver.
Yeah, let's go to the church then. Maybe they'll give it to us free.
Perhaps.
Well, take me to this place. Questions. Do I have to worship like a dog at
Oh.
some sort of place
For the record,
of the lives of others?
No.
oh, by the
No,
way,
not
Brett,
Pentecostal
Yes.
church.
that's the amount to make a pound of holy water.
To make a pound, you said?
1 pound, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm looking it up now. It makes about a pound of it. So, I don't.
Let's go to the
I
church.
don't know how you would want to do that. That's your choice.
I'll have to do a little more research on it just to see how I'd want to do the pound or whatever. Yeah, that's
Typically, the way I've always ran it is with rituals that have a weird component requirement. Just for sake of convenience and easiness, I just have them spin the gold.
yeah.
That's what most DMs do.
Yeah.
We don't obviously need a pound of silver to make a couple of vials. But it's entirely your call. If you want to make us track down vials and silver, powdered silver, we can do that.
No,
Or
you
if
don't
we
need
just-
to do that. You would just need to do the ritual and pay gold for however much you want. Which I'd say that the 25 gold we'll say like 5 vials. Like, if you wanted to do it as just a flask, you could probably get 2 flasks. And the flasks would each do 2d6 radiant damage. Or if you did them as little smaller vials, you could make 5 vials that would do a d4 each. But they would do extra damage to fiends and undead.
Here, I got the boop. There's holy water.
Yeah.
Thanks, roll 20. I mean, we could also just steal some from the church.
What are we, the Frog Brothers?
Maybe.
What are you guys doing?
It costs the same to buy it as it does to cast the ritual.
Yeah, it does. For the same poundage.
That is so dumb.
No, it's just that Roll20 is typically wrong versus raw because it's content created stuff, unfortunately.
Just now, your friend in a trance, Arvi, wakes up from his
Oh,
trance.
hey, welcome back, Harvey.
Hello.
Whoa. Whoa.
Got some audio problems there, Jesse. Well, Arvi wakes up from his trance.
And then goes right back.
All right, guys. So what are you doing?
We need a lead on vampires. We have no leads on where to find them.
Well, you have heard that there have been multiple disappearances. One of them, happened outside of the orphanage, and that's where Broderick's body was found.
So that seems to be the place to start looking.
Check out the orphanage. Alastra,
Yes.
can you take us to this orphanage? You're a nice tour guide here. Thanks.
Yes, I've been getting some good exercise today. All right. Now, I will tell you that I have a question. Did you want me to do more research on the violet cookie? Or do you want me to continue to chauffeur you for the day?
Violet cookie. Let's find out what that is.
Right. I will take you to the orphanage, but then I will bid you adieu for a while I can check out the violet cookie and find what I can. So he will do so. He will escort all of you to the orphanage. It takes a little while. By the time you get there, it is now dark. And he is going to bid farewell and head toward the violet cookie to investigate while you all do whatever you're doing to track vampires.
I would like to pick up a rock off of the ground, and I would like to actually, no, better question. Is John carrying a shield?
Nope.
Just the sword?
Just the sword.
Never mind. I would like to pick up a rock off of the ground and cast the light cantrip on it and hand it to the Who-Man. Who-Man?
Human.
Yeah.
What's this for?
So you can see.
Oh, I can see fine. Thank you, though.
But how?
I just can.
Oh. And I'm going to take the rock that is now lit up for an hour and just toss it over my shoulder and keep walking. Okay. I not be helpful anymore. Somebody very disrespectful about helpful people.
I appreciate the sentiment. But
No, it's okay. It's typical man. I'm used to it. Do understand.
I cast the light cantrip. I can see fine, too.
Oh. Also typical man. Just have to one up the woman. Have to do better.
Wow.
The same thing better. Yes. No,
No.
it's fine, John.
Listen.
It's fine. It's fine. And I'm gonna walk
Astrid,
forward and go
you're
la la la
casting
la
less-
la 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 la.
As you're walking and doing that, you see someone pop out of a door and say, "Quiet down, the children are trying to sleep."
Well, then you shouldn't have had them in the first place. Then they won't have to try and sleep. La 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 la. And I'm gonna keep going.
I look at the person. She's not wrong. They're awful little creatures.
Such a wonderful thing to say to an orphanage.
I don't know what an orphanage is, so your insult escapes me.
Guys, this is the place we're looking for.
You're going to shake her head and close the door.
No, we needed her. Guys.
Oh, mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back up and knock on the door.
You're knocking?
Yeah, good job.
Yes.
Okay. You do
Oh,
so, and
be
the
right
doors
back.
Okay. All right, guys. Taking a momentary break while Virgil takes care of some kind of business. And we will mention once again to anybody watching, please make sure you donate to Extra Life if you can. We got the link in the description down below. And it's a good cause. It's all money that goes toward the Children's Miracle Network to help out little kids who need it. And yes, something that happens.
Shan's, right?
Yes, this Virgil's link donates to Shan's here in Gainesville. But yes, Nick, as you knock on the door, it kind of swings open a little bit and you see her just like, "I thought I told you to keep it down."
I had a couple questions for you, if that's okay. It's
Roll
about Broderick.
Roll persuasion.
Hold up. Let's see what I got for persuasion. Okay. 13.
She's going to one question, then come back in the morning.
I'm looking for vampires. Where do I find them?
She's going to and close the door.
God damn it. Wait, I knock one more time.
This is why we can't have nice things.
You knock again.
Yes.
She opens the door just a little bit and she says, "It's enough that you're trying to wake the children, but now you're playing jokes. Go away before I call the governor." And she slams the door in your face.
All right, guys. I don't think it's going to work out tonight with her. Let's search around the perimeter.
Yeah, Virgil, is just because you missed it. Nick, he didn't roll great, and he got one question with the lady inside the orphanage, and he asked, "I need you to tell me where I can find vampires."
I didn't say that. I asked if she could tell me where there were vampires.
Yeah. Tell me where I can find vampires. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And now she's mad. She's really mad at me.
yeah, she's mad. She shut the door and said, "Come back in the morning."
We're going to have to search the perimeter. At least that's what I do.
Since I know there are children sleeping, I would like to pull out my flute and play them a little lullaby, Mr. DM.
Roll performance. Roll performance.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Dang.
You play a beautiful melody. It is just everybody, you hear this flute music that's so pure and calming that it almost doesn't feel like it's there. It doesn't sound jarring like there's some noise coming out of the quiet. It's just perfect. And it almost feels like there is a calm soundtrack to your evening that just makes you feel nice.
Damn it, Hans Zimmer.
And then when I'm done, I would like to lightly rap my knuckle on the door. Now you'll be telling us where there are vampires. I put the children to sleep.
The door does not open.
Darn it. I play too good. They all go to sleep. Okay, fine.
That was a great tune. Thanks.
Okay, it's just lullaby. You not know what lullaby is? Yeah?
You brought a tear to my eye. I didn't know what it was.
Well, that's okay, Pudding Man. You are nice man, as opposed to some other people I know. I
Hello.
will cough in the general direction of John, in character. I cough in your general direction.
Sorry. If I went and got the rock, would it help?
No.
You can see the rock glowing on the ground in the distance.
I go get the rock.
I just said no.
It's okay. No, I'm gonna carry it with me. Thank
Mhm.
you for the thoughtful gift.
Thank you for trying to make up for your aggression and toxic masculinity too little too late. I appreciate you and everything you do.
The door creaks open.
Let's see how this is gonna go.
Leave!
I searched the perimeter of the orphanage.
Okay, what are you looking for?
I'm examining the surroundings for clues of where Broderick's body was.
Okay, roll investigation.
12.
Yeah, well, the place looks like it's been pretty well cleaned. There's not really anything there.
Of course.
How far is it to the inn?
About 15, 20 minutes.
I am going to just start setting up my bedroll and stuff here, like literally across the street from the orphanage.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so I don't think we're getting any further tonight. I think we have to turn in and try again tomorrow morning.
We could
Are we
always.
calling it? I guess, yeah, let's just set up camp here where there's going to be vampires. We're looking for vampires anyway.
So then we take watches.
Keep our eyes open.
Stealing watches isn't cool, okay?
I said we keep watches. I never said steal them. You imply things.
No, I know things. I'm the DM.
Let's camp out.
Y'all are camping out.
I guess they want to sleep on the dirty ground rather than in a bed.
Okay.
Yes, why not?
All right. Who's taking first watch? And how many watches do you guys want to take?
4 watches? 4 of us?
I thought there were 5 of us.
There are 5 of you. Jesse just hasn't been speaking up very much.
Yeah, see.
5 watches then, I say.
That's a lot of watches.
Is that too
So
many?
many. That's so many watches.
That is.
We should do like 3, and
Is that too many?
2 of them could be doubled.
You
So,
should
like-
probably double up on the first 2 watches.
In that case, I'm gonna take the last watch, and I'm asleep with my back against a tree or a rock or something, and my pack and all my weapons tucked directly inside my arms.
I will take second watch.
And who's taking first?
I.
Nick?
And
Which watches do you want to take, Xavier and RV?
I thought they were only taking 3 watches.
Yeah,
but
you
we can
watch
double
with-
up on 2 of them.
Yeah.
That way we can get 2 rolls on perception checks.
I'll take first.
All right, I will take second with RV.
All right. First watch. Roll your perception.
15.
And Xavier?
24.
Woo! All right. As y'all are standing watch, it is a fairly peaceful night now that you have stopped arguing and bickering outside of the orphanage. But Xavier, you do happen to hear just the lightest sound coming from what appears to be the other side of the orphanage. It's nothing particularly strange, but it is very late, and it sounds like these are some very cautious footsteps.
And Felix doesn't hear him.
Felix does not.
Hey, Pudding Man.
Hmm?
I heard some footsteps. I heard some faint footsteps on the other side of the orphanage.
You also are hearing a very light tapping on what sounds like glass. And it's so hard to make out. You almost don't feel like it's there, but it's just like the very lightest.
Is this it? Is this the vampires? Should we wake our guys?
Is that coming from the same direction?
Same direction.
Okay, yeah.
I say we take a look, and if we need to wake up the group, we'll wake up the group.
All right. I cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Oh, very nice.
Sexy.
Nice.
All right. Remind me what that does.
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from us, masking us from detection. For the duration of the spell, each creature within 30 feet of me, which I'm going to choose as me and Xavier, gets a +10 bonus to Dex stealth checks.
Okay.
It can't be tracked except by magic.
All right. Well, then go ahead and roll your stealth checks and take a +10 on top of your already whatever you get.
$19.
Ooh.
27.
All right. Collectively, you did well there. Where are you going? You're just going in the direction of the sound?
Yeah. Hold on. I got to plug in this computer.
Okay. So you said you're going in the direction of the sound. It is coming from the back side of the orphanage.
Let's go.
Okay. So the sound is coming from the back side of the orphanage. As you get closer, Nick, you hear it too. And as you guys kind of round the corner very slowly, quietly, you see a very, very young man, actually a boy, looks to be in his teens, early teens, looking in the window of the orphanage. He every now and then he taps and he gives a slight wave.
Weird. I'm gonna scare him and do that thing where I go, "What are you doing?"
Okay. You just what? You just walking up behind him?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying, "What are you doing?" Really?
Scare like I'm gonna scare him like, "What are you doing?"
Okay. All right. As you go, you see the boy turn around. Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
5. It hit 19 and then it rolled to the 3 and I'm like, "Ah, fuck."
In there. As you do it, you see him kind of turn his head, mildly surprised, but not really scared. Just like, "Oh, hi. Um, I'm just trying to get back in. I sneaked out for the night, and I really don't want Mother Adrian to find out."
What are you sneaking out to do? It's no place for a boy.
Well, I'm not that young. I'm just not old enough yet that I can be on my own.
What are you doing? Going out for a drink?
I was out all day.
What were you doing?
Nothing, just getting away.
Is this one of those orphanages that treat you like shit?
No, nothing like that.
You about to bust into song right now?
Why would I do that?
It's a hard knock life.
All right, go get inside. Don't be outside this late. Oh wait, one more thing. You know anything about vampires around here?
What now?
Vampires. Your buddy Broderick Locke was found dead around here.
I don't know any Broderick.
Okay, get inside, boy.
Well, Tommy has to let me in. That's why I'm knocking at the window.
All right, I go back into my I walk away and keep an eye on what's going on and make sure he gets inside.
You say you make sure he gets inside?
Yes, from a distance though.
Okay. What are you doing, Xavier?
I guess I'm backing off as well.
All right. You do see that he gets inside. Eventually, it takes a little bit, but he gets inside. And he climbs through the window.
All right, let's go back to the group. We just left him defenseless.
And they're all dead.
Finally!
Just you and me, Xavier.
Nothing else really happens for the rest of your watch. That was it. So second watch, you're up.
It's gonna be 16 on my perception check.
So am I part of this one too, or was I?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, you are.
All right. Yeah, I was switching from headset, so I didn't hear audio for that part. All right, I shall roll. Let's see here. So that would be. That'd be a 7 total.
Pretty quiet. Nothing really happens.
I have a question.
Yes.
Well, I guess it's up to these two whether either of them told us, anything about what happened.
Did you guys
on the
relay what
watch.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So Virgil and Jesse, if either of you would be looking for anything weird in the general direction of where they described, you can take advantage on your perception roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out, but I want RV to wait and watch the group so that they're not murdered in their sleep.
You got it. I hope I don't zone out again.
Me too. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the area.
Okay, what are you looking for?
That's a great question. I'm actually just going to use my divine senses.
Oh, are you now?
I am.
Tell us about your divine senses.
Well, the presence of strong evil registers on my senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in my ears. As an action, I can open my awareness to detect such forces until the end of my next turn. I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. I know the type of any being whose presence I sense, but not its identity. So I would know it's a vampire, but not Count Strahd, for instance.
Okay.
Within the same radius, I also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay.
I could do this charisma, 1 plus my charisma modifier times a day.
Okay. And you said you can detect as long as it's not behind full cover?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you looking around at all?
Oh yeah. I'm also peeking in those windows.
Okay. You don't notice anything until you peek in the window.
I
And
sighed very loudly.
when you peek in the window, you see a 14-year-old boy, and the detect evil just flashes.
Of course. I'm gonna go wake up the group.
Okay. First, I need you to roll stealth.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that with disadvantage. That's gonna be 14.
14.
Nice.
And for the record, I wasn't being stealthy. I would never be stealthy.
Noted.
I'm not even gonna make that roll.
Okay.
Unless I would say as a DM myself personally, I would decide whether or not that character was looking actively to see if he was followed, and if he wasn't, I would use its passive perception against a flat like 10.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you now.
He sees me.
When you look in the window, you see the 14-year-old boy. The boy also sees you and kind of smiles and waves. Not like a coy smile, but like the kind of smile of like a kid who sees someone. He gives you a bit of a nervous look. In fact, I'm going to roll. You can tell he's acting.
Pretending to be scared.
Pretending to be nervous, but nice and waving at a stranger.
Fuck.
We need a young priest and an old priest. And plenty of holy water, and hope we don't see any pea soup. That's what I'm hearing.
Do I know if he's a vampire?
He is a vampire.
Fuck.
We need teenagers with attitudes and
This
sharp,
place
pointy.
is not consecrated, which means he was likely invited in.
Okay.
You see, he is talking to a small child.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast straight up into the air.
Straight up into the air?
Yeah, they should be able to see Ari should be able to see the streak.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense to me. It's your call.
I haven't gone into a trance.
That'll be. In fact, he recently came out of a trance. Yeah.
Yes.
So that'll be. Actually, go ahead and roll initiative.
Cool. Woo! 18.
All right.
18
Good
plus
roll.
3, 20.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, I forgot my
Oof. Oof. That's a big 6 though, right? It's a real big 6, huh?
You guys care to see what our vampire rolled?
No.
Is it gonna be a natural 20?
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's bad. That means he rolled. He
That means he's
wasted-
number one.
It means that he wasted the natural one on the only roll that doesn't matter whether it's a 20 or a natural one. We're screwed.
Well, you see, Virgil, you see when you cast the blast, you see his face kind of run a little more pale as he, looks at your hand and then back at your eyes. And he's going to grab the child like this, giving himself cover with the child.
No.
It's now your turn.
It's now my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Bonus action. I'm going to cast Branding Smite.
Okay.
Action. I'm going to Lightning Lure the kid.
You're gonna what?
Lightning Lure the kid.
Oh.
Is a Does an 18 hit the kid?
The kid?
Yeah, the kid. The kid he's holding hostage.
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit the kid?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna pull him 10 feet closer to me and then drop the spell.
But there's a strength saving throw.
No. Yes.
There is. In
Yes.
this case, because the kid isn't the one fighting against it, it would be the vampire holding the kid. The vampire's
Okay.
strength save.
Yeah, he would get this. Fair enough. You're right. I shouldn't have even rolled that attack roll for it.
He doesn't beat it.
Yoke. And I'm gonna use my movement to get in between the kid and the vampire.
How far are you pulling the kid? Because remember,
10
the
feet.
kid is inside. You're not.
Yeah, I'm pulling him 10 feet.
So you're going to pull him through a closed window?
Fine, 5 feet. I don't have a grid map, so I don't.
Yeah.
And you didn't
Yeah.
tell me any of the ranges.
Yeah, my bad on that. The way and that's my bad for not explaining, because the way I'm seeing you looking from outside into a window.
Yeah, I'm also seeing the window breaking from my lightning lure going through it.
Yeah, so your lightning lure will break the window.
And I just want to yank him. I want to yank him. I can yank him up to 15 feet.
Okay.
If I hit the 15 feet, I'm going to blow up the kid. So 10 feet max.
Yeah, you will yank him out of the vampire's arms and the kid will come to you. I'm going to say, if you want to get him into your arms, he's a small child, you can, or you can just pull him up to the wall.
I just want to get him away from the vampire and position myself in between me and the vampire.
Okay, to do that, you will have to do a little bit of movement to get inside.
I'm fine with movement. I've got 30 feet of it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to electrocute the child.
Yeah.
That might go bad on my paladin ways.
Yeah. You're gonna pull the child closer. I want you to do an acrobatics check, because you are going through this window with shattered glass.
Can I just do athletics?
Yeah.
Instead, to just kind of hop over?
Sorry. What did I say? Did I say acrobatics?
Yeah.
Yeah, do athletics. My bad.
It's gonna be a 10.
A 10. Okay. You are going to take... That was a high roll. 4 slashing damage from the shattered glass.
Okay.
As you cut yourself, there's a little cut on your arm and on your ankle. And as you do so, you do get inside and place yourself between the vampire and the kid. And you see the vampire's eyes kind of widen as he looks at your cut.
It's cool.
So he is going to roll a con save. Okay, it's his turn. You see he kind of looks wide-eyed at the blood on your arm and then shakes his head, kind of, shaking himself out of a trance almost.
Yeah.
And he is going to transform into a cloud of mist. And as it does so, it flies back toward the front door of the orphanage and slides out of the cracks. Arvi,
Yeah.
you see mist come through the front door.
So I did see that signal, right?
You saw the signal for sure. And the others, I'm going to say for the rest of you, you heard the shattered glass and probably the sound of the Eldritch Blast, which would wake you all up. And next turn, you will roll your initiative. But Arvi, in the meantime, you do see this vampire. Well, you see mist
I see mist, so I don't know it's a vampire.
Cloud. Yeah, come around the cracks and outside the front door of this orphanage. And you saw just after you saw an eldritch blast and heard shattering glass.
But the other three are awake, right? Now because of the glass.
They're waking up now because they've been jarred by the sound.
All right. So I get their attention. I'm like, does that look right to you? Is that a cloud?
They're all really like just woke up groggy.
Wake up. I got a signal.
Oh,
And not from my cell phone.
Are you doing anything else? Just that.
Let's see here. What should I do? Let's see here. Well, I will aggressively try to wake them up. I'm guessing. Sorry, I forgot Virgil's character's name is out of earshot.
Lorimier.
Lorimier. If I should yell out to Lorimier and
Oh, by the way, you do hear screams coming from inside this orphanage now. As
screams. Oh, because the kids
children
woke
are
up.
waking up, and the woman who works inside is audibly screaming, "What are you doing?"
Mm.
It just looks fine. It looks fine. Broken glass, me snatching a kid. I'm adopting.
nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I'm adopting. That's what I'm doing.
All
Does
right.
Does this
What are
look
you
as bad as
doing?
it looks?
What are you doing? Help.
Yeah. To try to wake them up a little more, I'm gonna bang my hand axe and my trident together.
Okay. And that's all you're doing?
And
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
With that, it's John Lorimer's turn, and everyone else go ahead and roll initiative. As you're all jarred awake by several noises, and now RV yelling, "Wake up."
A 15 is better than 6.
It's my turn.
It is. Nick and Xavier, don't forget to roll your initiative.
19.
19.
I got 6.
We traded. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna go out the front door and scream vampire.
Oh, no.
Okay. As soon as you open the front door, a cloud of mist is just right in your face.
I'm gonna hit it.
Let's see here. Okay.
Oh, no. Hold, please, while I choose my spells because I forgot to.
All right, Virgil. You can swing at it. How do you want to hit it?
It's a great question. I'm actually going to use my bonus action to put Hexblade's Curse on the vampire as well.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit it with my sword.
Okay.
And I know it is a gaseous form, and that's probably not going to do much.
You have a magical sword, right?
I have my packed weapon.
Right.
I'm not sure. I know I said it's magical because it is, but I honestly don't know if it counts as magic for overcoming damage resistance. I did not check up on that. I know I've been saying it has, but I re-looked at Warlock and I have never played one before, and they're new-ish to me because they weren't around in earlier editions. TLDR, I may have messed up with my damage. Not a whole lot.
We're long past all that.
Yeah, so count as magic. No, it doesn't.
Okay, so it's plain damage.
Yeah, it's plain damage. Well, I have my Hexblade Curse and my Branding Smite, however,
Are not.
are not. So let me. The Hexblade Curse is necrotic damage, though.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 21
To hit?
to hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
Okay. Do you need me to break up damage?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be 9 physical damage,
Uh-huh.
2 necrotic damage,
Uh-huh.
and 8 radiant damage.
Ooh. All right.
And that was a Branding Smite. So if he counts as invisible, he's visible, and he's going to shed dim light for a 5-foot radius.
Okay, so you now have a glowing cloud.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn, yeah.
RV, it's now your turn. Or wait. Jesse, what was your initiative again?
It is a 19.
Yeah, okay, it's your turn.
All right.
Oh, no, JK. I don't know. I'm reading conflicting things. Some are saying, yes, it does count as magic for overcoming. Some are saying it doesn't. So,
To my knowledge, it is not magical unless it is not a physical weapon to begin with. If you
it's
summon it,
not a physical weapon to begin with.
that is my understanding of the ruling without doing more research off the top of my head.
I'll post the thread. For now, let's just say it's not, and we can look at it deeper later when we're not in the middle of a game.
Agreed.
Okay. You did your damage. What else are you doing? Or is that everything?
That's it for me.
Okay, and that means it's Arvy's turn.
All right. So how far is this glowing cloud?
About 20 feet away.
20 feet away.
Yep. You see as John Lorimer swipes at it with a sword.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Rage. Sorry. Okay. So I'll use rage, and I'm going to get my trusty javelin, and I'm going to try to throw it at this thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Virgil's right behind it, and it is made of mist. I will tell you that.
Wait, so how high is it? This is on floor level too? This
Yeah.
basic. Okay, so perhaps I shall going to direct. So right now you're saying it's window. Okay, you can't really see from.
What you're looking at, you see orphanage in front of you. Front door is open. Right outside the front door is a cloud of mist, and right behind the cloud of mist is John Lorimer.
Okay, so. All right, so I will move to an angle to the left before I throw it. I'm gonna take a
Okay,
few.
you're gonna move at an angle.
Yeah. So that yeah, like about 45 degrees, like we'll say 10 feet. Man, and I'm still gonna try to throw the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It definitely does. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, Virgil. So go ahead and roll your attack, Jesse.
All right. Mm. Let's see here. Okay, no. Sorry, where's the attack at? Is that a proficiency or? And let's see here. I believe it's just a 9.
What did you roll?
7.
And
Okay,
you add proficiency, and then what are you hitting with, strength or dex?
This would be dex because it's a javelin.
No, because
Javelin strength.
it's
Oh,
a
it is
throw
strength?
weapon. So it'd be
okay.
your +2 proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier plus
Okay.
whatever you rolled on the die.
She is correct.
So what is your strength modifier, Jesse?
It's a 5.
Oh, so that makes it a 14.
Yeah. 9 plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
14 to hit. All
Yeah.
right. It misses by a little bit. You miss this cloud of mist,
Oh.
and your javelin goes sailing past. That it?
Yeah. I'm gonna ready my my trident for the next turn.
Okay. The rest of the party, by now, we'll say that this turn is spent getting on your feet.
Which only takes half my movement and none of my actions, per the raw, just for future reference.
That is
But-
true.
But you just woke up.
But I claimed.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just letting you know.
I know, yeah. So you just woke up, like, I don't know how many.
I was more saying, can I take at least the rest of my movement this turn? So like the shoot up and at least start heading that direction?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll a just give me a dex check, general dex. Because I'm just imagining you're like, you wake up and you jump to your feet.
15.
All right, yeah. You can stumble in whatever direction you like.
In the direction of the misty mist.
You get about 5 feet from it.
And the screaming about vampires. That's all I wanted.
Well, let's see. John screamed once vampire, and the rest of it has been, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Help! Help!" from the woman who runs the orphanage.
Gotcha. Well, we'll deal with her later,
Yeah.
I suppose.
All right. You get about 5 feet away from the mist. With that, the mist transforms back into the boy and begins running away.
Is he still glowing?
He's still glowing, but he's going to take a dash action, and he's going to run about 60 feet away.
I'm okay with that.
With that, Lorimer, you're up.
Eldritch Blast and move 30 feet towards him.
All right.
And and as a bonus action, I'm gonna put Hex on him. And we're gonna go for Dexterity.
Excuse me.
What's that?
Is 17 gonna hit him?
17, yes.
Okay. He is going to take 6 necrotic. And where's my D10? And
Oh, no.
8 force.
8 force. Okay.
And I am following.
You're following.
Oh yeah, I'm going after him. I'm gonna kill him.
You're about 30 feet behind.
He's undead. He must die. Sorry, Edward.
Quite all right.
All right. You hit him with that Eldritch Blast. You see it kind of right in the shoulder as he's running away. That. It's between Arvi and Astrid. Which one of you has higher dexterity?
I have a 12.
Arvi, what's your dexterity?
All right, excuse me. It's 13.
So it's Arvi's turn.
All right. All right, so you said this boy dashed quite a bit, right?
Yeah, it moved about 60 feet away.
60 feet? That's pretty fast. All right. Mm. All right. So I guess I can move like 30 feet, right? Is that the...
Yep, unless you use your action to dash, in which case you can also move 60 feet, but you don't get to attack in that case.
Let's see here. So if he's... Sorry, I'm just trying to imagine it since we're not using a board this time. Basically, I'm trying to figure... should have used my javelin second. My trident first, because my trident... Oh, wait, never mind. It's... Okay, normal range. Okay, I still... Okay, I'm going to go for it anyway. So I'm going to go the 30 feet closer to him. And I don't know how close I am to him now. The angle kind of depends on which way he ran from, when I moved at my angle. I moved to the left.
We'll say, yeah, because he would be running. He would be running in that direction. We'll say you were about 45 feet away.
Okay. And so I'm going to do the run. And that's
So
the Siamese cat. Sorry.
You get within about 15 feet then, yeah.
All I need is 20 to not have a disadvantage for my trident throw. We're going to try throwing something else at him.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. And I was mistaken before. I apologize. Like my proficiency bonus is 2, but my strength modifier is a 3. I was thinking 5 for the total for the other thing. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
All right. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh. So now it's a 13 total.
To hit?
Yeah.
You're trying to, once again, it's just not true to course. You throw it, you miss.
Running out of things to throw. I have one more.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Astrid, you're up.
I am going to, since I was previously within 5 feet of it, I'm going to move up the 30 feet myself, and I am going to require this poor thing, this poor sad little boy, to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Ooh. 8.
Okay, so he is going to take the full 3d8 from Thunderwave, which is also good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're doing Thunder Wave?
Yes, it unfortunately cast from myself. So sorry, Virgil. But
Yeah.
I'm
And
good.
Jesse.
or no, Shatter. I'm sorry, I'm casting Shatter. I should know how to read a spell. Yeah, because it's a 60-foot range. So it was the same throw. Anyway, he's still going to take 3d8 of thunder because he still failed. Come on, good rolls. Thank you, good rolls. 19 points of thunder damage from
Nice.
Shatter. And he's not a non-magical object. He's not inorganic. Unless he is wearing stone, crystal, or metal, that doesn't do anything. Yep, just thunder damage. So, and then as a
So,
bonus, huh?
so Virgil has to make that save as well.
No, no, no,
Yes,
no,
you do.
no. No, that's
No?
Thunder Wave. I was talking about
Yes,
Shatter.
but in Shatter, each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point.
Right, and I'm
Oh,
centering
make-
on the dude.
on the dude, not on you. Got it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I misread the spell. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So
Okay.
okay. So Virgil, you're good, and so are you, Jesse. So yeah.
Woo.
So, however, I am going to use a bonus action to give our padlock a d6 of bardic inspiration, please. And then that will end my turn.
Okay. And that was, you said 18 thunder damage?
19 thunder damage.
19 thunder damage. Okay. All right.
Boom.
With that, Felix and Xavier, you both rolled the same too, didn't you?
Think so.
What are your dexterities?
14.
And you, Xavier?
He's muted. Give him a moment.
Yeah.
I think mine is 14 as well.
Then you guys can either say who you want to go first, or you can roll for it.
You got it. You go first, Steven.
All right, Steven, you're up.
How far am I from? How far am I from this guy now?
About 60 feet away.
I'm gonna fire a magic missile.
Magic missile.
Fucking
Fucking nerd.
Is there a magic meter at you guys?
Fucking nerd.
Roll to see if I'm getting drunk.
I don't have to roll for that.
I rolled a 1. Does that mean I'm getting drunk?
That means you're going for sips of beer and shots, and you're missing your mouth.
Yeah. They're gonna think I'm cool now.
1d4 plus.
It's at your level, it's gonna be 3d4 plus 1 to each dice, and it auto hits. Boop, 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 boop.
If you're
Magic
casting it at level 1.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be a level 1.
Yeah, if you get an additional 1 for each level above the first.
That is correct.
'Cause-
And an additional +1 per die too.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is what makes Magic Missile so great.
Until
That and
until you take shield.
Yeah, that's true. Shield does cancel it completely.
So
That is correct.
It is a cool spell though.
it is.
It's an old school classic.
It is.
Oh,
Was that you taking sour pucker directly out of the bottle, sir? On camera.
oh.
On camera, no less. Oh, even
Melon
worse.
liqueur.
On camera? On camera while we're streaming for a kids charity.
And just
Wow.
before that,
That is 14 force damage.
ouch, good hit. And before that,
Oh my god. Brett, stop.
and next on the line,
Oh my gosh, Brett.
14 force damage. All right,
14 force damage.
that's a good hit.
Great hit. It's a great hit on
It really is.
D4s. Good job, Steven.
That is a great hit with D4s.
Felix killed a child.
All right, my turn.
Uh-huh.
Orphan the orphan.
How far away is he?
60 feet.
I cast Moonbeam on the child then.
For the children.
So this guy has to make a con saving throw. If it's a shape changer, it makes a saving throw with disadvantage, and if it fails, it reverts to its original form.
Is it disadvantage if it's only not in its original form?
I don't know. It just says a shape changer makes its savings throw with the disadvantage.
With a vampire in mist form, I would.
It's not in this form right now. It's in regular form.
Yeah, I would say even if it was in mist form, that's a little different than what they mean by shape changers.
Yeah.
They mean like things that are polymorphed, lycanthropes, changelings,
Doppelgangers.
doppelgangers. Yeah.
So it really doesn't need to make this saving throw at all, though, because it's in its regular form.
Oh no, it still has to make a save because
it takes damage if it doesn't.
It just does a normal save instead of a disadvantage.
Right. It makes the save.
Does Moonbeam do half damage on a failed save?
Yes.
Then you should still roll some of that damage.
All right.
Two D10. Oof. 2D. So it'll be 2D10 divided by 2, but it's going to be multiplied by 2 because he's taking radiant damage. So it's 2D10.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it Moonbeam concentration as well?
9 total.
It is concentration.
Yeah, so you can nail him with it again on your next turn.
Yeah, that's the plan. 9 damage total.
9 damage total. All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Virgil, your turn.
Is he 60 feet or 30 feet from me?
30.
Oh, buddy. Buddy. He's going to eat my packed weapon, which does not get a bonus to damage or to hit, but it does overcome resistance, which I was right. I was right about that. I remember reading that. I just, for some reason, forgot.
Yeah.
Because I'm dumb. That's why. Anyways, I'm going to thump him. Does a 19 hit him?
Sure does.
Okay. Oh, forgot my hex. He's taking a lot of damage right now. No, actually he's not, because I'm going to roll like shit. Jesus fuck. There's a lot of 1s, 2s, and 3s in here. At a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Gosh. All right, 12, 16, 21, 23 damage.
Ooh. It's a good hit. Would have been better, but good hit.
4 of that is necrotic.
So 19.
Was he immune to necrotic?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just gonna stop rolling that dice.
Okay.
Oof. What can I do with my bonus action? Nothing! Because I'm out of spell slots. Hey, Warlock.
Hey.
But I just need a quick power nap to recharge. Yeah, I'm out of. I got nothing I can do with my bonus action. I taunt him viciously.
No, that's
Oh,
my job. That's
Oh,
my that's
sorry.
that's my cantrip. Mine.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Wasn't trying to step on your toes. It's your turn now,
Actually, it's Jesse's.
Jesse's. Sorry, Jesse. Forgot about you.
It happens.
I didn't, Jesse. I didn't forget about you.
I did.
Damn. That's two that did. One that
That's
didn't.
old. Nick forgot about you so hardcore, he's not even here anymore.
Yeah.
Rip.
Oh. All right. So, did this kid dash further along, or what happened with that? I'm sorry, I missed him.
He's right on top of me.
Jesse. And yeah, Virgil's right on top of him, yeah.
All right. So basically, I'm trying to figure out if it's close enough. So I only threw the trident like what 15, 20 feet. If I run to
Trident
the
sent past him.
went past him, by how much?
We'll say about 15 feet.
All right, so now I need to figure out if I'm gonna run to that thing and then turn around and throw it at him. Now I'll probably have a disadvantage at some point if I'm going right by him. So I will. So he's still about the same spot, right where Virgil is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Lorimir.
That's me.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Right. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna. Okay. Serious. 15 feet away. I'll go ahead and. Okay, sorry, I already do like
If you get on the other side of him from Virgil, you will grant advantage to both of you.
All right. That's what I'll do while I. Hopefully this time, hand axe, my last weapon I have on store. Fortunately, I had 3. And I'm gonna try to whack him with that.
Okay. Roll your attack. With advantage.
All right. First, hopefully I get higher than that one. Oh! I rolled a 6 and then a 2, so then plus my.
You miss.
So
Not even with throwing something, I still miss.
Wait a second. You said you have a +5 to strength?
No, I don't. I have it's a +3, so it's 4 total, so it'd be 10. Sorry, because I missaid it earlier with the first one. That still missed anyway, but yeah. But at least I didn't throw this one.
So Brett,
Yes.
as a divination wizard, I have this thing called Portent Dice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to change one of those rolls of his to a 20.
Okay. Did you roll your portent dice?
Also, it's not that strong of an
Before he
attack.
rolled, yes.
Waste it on me.
What was that, Steven?
Before he rolled, yes.
Okay, cool. So you had already rolled those, and one of them was a 20. Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so yeah, you can do that. You can change his roll to a 20 then, yeah. What was your other portent die?
14.
14 and 20. Okay. So Jesse, instead of you as you're swinging, you feel like, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to hit this kid, and then all of a sudden it feels like your aim just takes perfect correction right toward this kid, and you just hack right into him. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, for my little hand axe.
Wouldn't
Wish
that
I had my
also be a
trident.
crit?
What's that?
Wouldn't that also be a crit though?
It is a crit. That's why it's going to double the damage. Well, you can either double damage or you can get from the crit deck if Virgil has it.
I have the crit deck on hand, and I have Sarah's camera to show the crit deck this time.
Here,
All
so
right.
1d6. All right.
Do you want a double damage, or do you want the crit deck?
Well, I'm not doing that much damage, so I might as well try this deck, right?
Try out the deck. All right.
Because I rolled a 3 plus the
Okay.
5 for my other thing, so that's 8.
I have 4 cards. Pick 1, 2, 3, or 4 that are disappearing because of my background.
We'll go 3 since I rolled a 3.
Okay. Slashing. Crit effect. Make an additional attack against a foe adjacent to the original target using the same attack modifier as the original attack.
There is no adjacent foe, so choose another.
Choose another card.
1.
Triple damage.
Ooh.
You drop the weapon.
That's fine. I dropped everything else.
You swing so hard that you cleave down into this kid and you manage to drop the
They're
weapon.
screened, so they disappear when I try and show them. But it's the crit effect is called lean into the blow.
Yeah, that sounds like a Arby's style. So does that triple the 3 I rolled, or is it the total? Because it's like I add the strength, like the +5 because of the rage effect and strength and.
We're gonna triple your total damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
In rules as written, you double your damage dice. None of the modifiers. Otherwise, that you end up with like people who have power attack and sharpshooter who end up doing like 60 fucking damage, which is clown shoes. But since we're using an optional rule that's not even from 5e, it's kind of DM's discrepancy, and the crit decks you take a risk on, because some of them are like, and they get disadvantage to wisdom saves, which for a melee fighter is not that big of a deal. But DM also has ultimately the final say in everything. If he says pigs fly out of your anus, then pigs fly out of your anus.
We're just going to triple it. And you have 8 at the end of the day, so that becomes 24. That's regular slashing damage, right?
Yes.
You come down on this kid, but it really doesn't feel like it did anything to him.
Oh, come on. Thank you, anyway, Saber. Tried. And I dropped it at his feet, apparently, right? Or something.
At least it doesn't feel like it did as much as it should have.
Especially since I lost control of this weapon and did triple damage.
Yeah. All right. With that, Astrid.
I am going to activate my radiant consumption, allow my wings to shone in radiant light, and like any good Asimar, run forward and hit this thing with another spell until next turn. Cause like I'm technically dual wielding. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm just gonna give a bardic inspiration to Mr. Drop All the Things over here. There you go, buddy. Buddy. Buddy, RV. It'll be okay, man. So yeah, that's my whole turn. But it also means that for the next just so you are aware, Mr. DM, for the next minute or until I end it as a bonus action once per turn, once a turn, an attack or spell, not one that I am using, but it's a bonus action. So an attack or spell deals 4 extra radiant damage to one target, and at the end of all my turns, so now, all creatures within the 10 feet, since I'm going to run up on this guy, take 2 radiant damage, including me. So everybody's going to take 2 radiant damage, including me. There's no save for it. You just take radiant damage.
You, Virgil, and Jesse take 2 radiant damage.
I will take 1 radiant damage since I have resistance. So yeah, I know we didn't work out my parentage, but I'm just gonna and like basically draw like a long sword and a hand axe and just start running at this kid like, vampires must die, yeah.
Okay.
And then in my turn.
All right. Well, with that means it's Xavier's turn.
How's this fucker looking?
He's taking some hits. He's not limping, but he's seen some better days.
I'm going to throw a magic missile again, but at 2nd level.
Okay.
So what's the damage modifiers on that going to be then?
What's what now?
What's the damage modifiers going to be on that now? For magic missile at level 2?
You're gonna
You
just
go
add
ahead.
one more. Yeah, just add one more die than you did last time. So
Okay.
it'll be 4d4 plus 4 instead of 3d4 plus 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah, each level you upcast it, you get 1 more dice. That's the general rule of thumb with most upcastable damage spells.
Okay. That's going to be 12 force damage.
Okay.
And
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. The vampire is going to take a legendary action, and it's going to run 30 feet without provoking attack.
Okay.
So it's now 30 feet more away from Virgil and Jesse.
okay.
With that, Felix.
I move the moonbeam over the vampire.
Okay.
You have to make a saving throw again?
Yes, he does.
What kind of save?
Constitution. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
19.
Okay, what is my saving throw? What do I roll for that?
He has to roll that.
That's your spell DC.
Oh, I doubt it's over that.
It's 18 plus, or 8, I'm sorry, 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. That's your spell save DC. Brett has
Oh,
to
it's
beat that.
14. It's 14.
So yeah, 19 beats it.
Okay, so you take half. Oh, well, you don't take half. You take 2d10, right?
Yes, you would still roll your damage, but it would be halved because he made a save. But
Yeah.
because he's vulnerable to radiant damage, it would then be doubled. So it's just a straight.
15.
But it is always the DM's responsibility to do the damage reduction, vulnerabilities, stuff like that.
Yep. So 15 damage.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all are seeing some charring and some burning on his clothes and on his skin now. And at the end of your turn there, Nick, he's going to take another legendary action to run another 30 feet.
How far away is he from me?
He's 60 feet away from Virgil now. Which means, have you moved at all?
No.
Oh no.
That means you're about 120 feet away from him now.
All right, well, that's the range of my thing.
You still have 30 feet of movement, so you can get within 90 feet.
Okay, I do that.
Okay.
And then end my turn.
All right. End of your turn. That means it's this kid's turn. He's going to run another 30 feet, but he's going to cut left into an alley. And Lorimer, your turn.
I'm going to chase.
Okay.
I can't catch him though.
You can get up to about where the alley is where he turned in.
I cannot. You had to move 90 feet. I have a 30 movement. That gives me 60 feet.
Yep. If you get 60 feet, you can see like he turned left and dashed 30 feet into the alley. So
yeah, but he was already 60 feet away, then 90 feet, then cuts left. I can't make
Got
it to the cut.
I thought he was,
If we had a grid map, I'd show you.
gotcha. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're right.
he's gone.
You're
He's
right.
gone. Fight's
So-
over. Does anyone in the group have 90 to 120 movement?
let's
I
see, was
cast
he,
long-
Then the
Strider.
fight's over.
I thought he moved 30 feet from where the two of our
No, he
characters
moved.
were.
He moved
and then
30 with a
Legendary.
with
whatever.
two. Then he moved 30 with another legendary. Then he moved 60. That's 120 total. Unless anyone in the group is a monk or a rogue, or a blade singer with Misty Step, we are not catching him. He is gone. The fight is over. Encounter's over. It is physically impossible for us to catch him.
Long Strider is also not that good. I wish it was, man.
Yeah.
But it's just not.
It's also not going to cover that kind of distance.
No, I just looked it up. It's only 10 feet extra.
Yep. It's yeah, we would literally need a rogue or a monk to make that kind of space, that kind of distance, because a rogue could use their full 30 movement, then use their action to dash, then use their cunning action to dash, giving them 90 movement. And they could catch up until it took another legendary action at the end of everyone's turn. TLDR, we lose. It got away. Nice try, though. I'm going to keep looking for it because that's what my character would do.
Yeah.
My character is, I mean, it's my paladin. My oath is to hunt this thing down.
Yeah. As you're looking, go ahead and roll just perception with advantage.
Okay. 19.
19. You do see, you do follow its footprints.
Is it still glowing?
It's done glowing by now,
Oh,
but you
I
see.
mean, I'm not breaking concentration on my spells unless we're out of combat for. Hold on, let me check the length of Hex. And I mean, my Hexblade curse is off it for sure. Hex lasts an hour, so he's still got disadvantage on any ability check made with dexterity.
Okay. And is he still
I don't
glowing?
even. No.
Okay.
Branding smite. Oh, actually, whoopsie. Branding smite went off when I went hex. Whoops.
All right. No worries.
I wasn't paying close. I wasn't paying close attention. I need to rebuild my character because I goofed up doing a couple of things. Because warlocks
Sure.
and multi-classing, two things I've never done.
Yeah. Well, you do see where the footprints end, which is at a sewer grate.
Going into this, calling everyone over, going into the sewers.
All right, y'all following him into the sewers?
yeah.
Okay.
Should I pick up my javelin that was left at the building
Yeah.
first, or just pick up the trident?
Trident. And that is where we will end tonight.
Sounds good.
Awesome session, guys.
Indeed.
That was fun.
Well, say goodbye to the stream before we say goodbye to each other.
Oh, yeah. Anybody who was watching or is watching, make sure you donate toward Virgil's Extra Life stream here. If you do, you're putting money toward a great cause. It's going toward, like I said, Extra Life, which is helping the kids. It's going toward Shan's here for Children's Miracle Network. So anyone and everyone watching, if you can, please donate it. Like I said, it is a great cause. Thank you for watching and for sticking around with us. We'll be playing again next week. We won't necessarily be streaming, but we'll be playing again next week. We'll see how everyone feels about streaming and stuff. In the meantime, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all had a good time.